Hello, hi everyone. This is Chef Rishan Chaubey here, and like to welcome you to this lovely session today. Today being Sunday, has got lot of things to cherish. First and foremost, it's International Yoga Day. Then we have Father's Day, which is again very phenomenal as a day, and we all love to enjoy this day like anything. Then there is also one more thing, is World's Music Day. So there are a lot of character, a lot of good thing. Apart from there was some bit of Surya Grahan in the morning, so solar eclipse. So I hope you all are safe. You all were inside when it was happening, and I'm back now. So as I'm curating different recipes which you can make at home during the lockdown, and today being Father's Day, I thought let me just quickly do a cake. So, but very homely, home style. I mean, whatever you have at your house. So, I'm making a mango cheesecake. Like to welcome all of you to my session. So, I'll be making a mango cheesecake, but of course, I'll be doing a lot of twist in that, as I love to, just do things here and there a bit, not too much, because I think. There is no point in fusing any cuisine. There is no fusion in the cuisine that I do. It's all about progression. It's all about what all you find in your kitchen to make this lovely mango cheesecake. So there are two versions of mango cheesecake that you can normally find or normally see the chefs making. So first one is a cold preparation which has gelatin. I'm sure all of you know about it. And there is one which is baked. So as a chef, as an individual, prefer to have a baked cheesecake. I love to have a baked New York cheesecake. That's what I remember when I was in New York. I used to have lovely baked cheesecake. Like to thank you, Pavanji and Preeti, for this lovely opportunity to go live via Petal's preschool Facebook page. I come every Sunday, mostly in the evening now, and I do some little bit of lovely recipes. So it's all about Father's Day, and I'm gonna do a very beautiful cheesecake, and that the way I'm gonna make it would be very simple. There'll be ingredients which you normally find in my home. Thank you very much. Okay, so before delaying any further, okay, I was telling you about the baked cheese cake and what sort of fan I am. It's your favorite? Yes, it's my favorite too. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm instead of, it has baked cheesecake has either Philadelphia cheese or a cream cheese or mascarpone cheese, which whatever cream cheese that this has. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use hung yogurt, okay? Because I think citrus or anything lime or any khatas works very good with mango, okay, as a cheese. I took this little bit of sourness of yogurt, okay. So this is what you do. You basically hang the yogurt in a strainer, okay, so that it becomes like a cheese, okay. This will become really nice and thick, because the water, which is called whey, will go down in the bottom, and you will have this lovely cheese. In fact, if you like to have some kind of yogurt dip, so this is how you make yogurt dip. You make it thick, and then you can add some bit of chili flakes, some oregano, and you can put it on your bread, and you can eat it. It's phenomenal. I mean, there's a preparation in Middle East where they make roundels of this yogurt, and they dip it in olive oil. How much yogurt? Yogurt is almost 1 cup of yogurt that I have taken, okay, and 1 cup of hung yogurt, around half cup of mango puree. So I have taken safeda and I just made puree, okay. 2 eggs. Of course, I'll repeat the recipe when I'm gonna make it. Okay, this is brown sugar. I'm gonna use brown sugar in this recipe. Okay, there is some bit of cornstarch and refined flour, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and 1 tablespoon of refined flour. Okay, some bit of Californian walnut. What I have done is I have actually made powder of it. There's some bit of course Californian walnuts as well, and this is a crumb. The crumb is made out of digestive biscuit, okay, which is for the crust in the base. And of course, this is mango cheesecake, so you need these lovely ripe mango, okay. And I'm gonna use some bit of lemon, okay, in this. And this is an ingredient which is the twist here. It's called lemongrass. Lemongrass, okay. It's the stem of it's a herb basically, or a spice, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's a herb, and I'm gonna actually add this as the herb in mango cheesecake. So it'll give a lot of limey, lemony, that kind of taste to the cheesecake. So what I have done is I have actually, because it takes time to bake it, so I'm baking a one which I prepared before. It's on the bake right now. So once it is done, I'm gonna cool it down and then cut it and show it to you. But before any more delay, I would like to just start the recipe. If you guys have any question, please feel free to comment on the comment box. As and when I see, I will answer your recipe. But this is going to be very, very simple, and like to just tell everyone a very happy Father's Day. Let's be all safe. Let's be all healthy. Let's all make tasty recipes as I do every Sunday here. So okay, last but not least, this is what I made last time, if you guys remember. So I'm going to incorporate this. Okay, these are some lovely tutti frutti that I made last time from watermelon skin. So I'm going to use this as well. Okay, so I'm going to start my recipe, and as in when you guys have any question, please feel to drop in. And of course, I forgot to tell you about the butter, because the crumb that I'm going to make will have butter. Okay, so first and foremost, we need to line the mold. Okay, so you can see the kind of mold I have taken. This is a cake ring, okay, and I have dusted with some of refined flour, and this is a butter paper. If you don't have butter paper, you can use silver foil, okay. And there is some bit of melted butter or ghee that I have. So you need to just brush it in the base as I am doing it. This is very, very important, because otherwise, if you don't do it well, you will not be able to take out the cheesecake. Is this need any oven? So if you don't have oven, okay, what you have to do is, of course, this will be baked at oven at 160 degree for almost 40 minutes. If you don't have oven, you can use salt base. Okay, I mean, take handful of salt in your kadhai and put a tray on top, and just slowly heat it. I mean, very, very slow heat. And just, if you have thermometer, just see if the temperature goes to 160. Then you put your cheesecake mixture in that, and then cover it with any lid, and then leave it for it in the kadai. It will take almost 1 hour, not less than that. And there's a way to check it if your cheesecake is done or not. So I'll tell you that later. Okay, so I'm gonna just line it well. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so make sure your cake tin is very, very dry. There is no moisture, which is, if there is moisture here, believe me, your cheesecake won't come out. You will struggle to take it out. So make sure your tin is this mold, cake mold, is very, very dry. There is no moisture in that. And then you line you'll put a significant amount of ghee or butter in that, and then keep it aside. Okay, so I'll keep it aside. Okay, first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a crumb. Okay, so this is the digestive biscuit powder. In that I have added Californian walnut powder as well. Okay, so this has any kind of seed, any kind of nut, any kind of biscuit. Even if you have salty biscuit, that's fine. A bit of salt in cheesecake is outstanding. I like to eat my dessert with a little bit of salt in that. It comes out really well. So, but here I have taken digestive biscuit, okay, and I have just I've just blended it, okay. So I'm gonna put again your mold, I mean the bowl has to be dry. So actually I'll put all, and then what you have to do is you have to put butter in that. Okay, so I'm gonna put this lovely butter. Okay, and I'm sorry guys, I have to use my hand to do that. I sanitized my hand and kept it, so I'm gonna just make it like a I mean you have to make a base, so it has to come together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna ensure that butter and the biscuit comes together, okay, via some significant butter, and then I'm gonna line the mold and put it in the deep fridge, okay, so that the base becomes nice and hard. Okay. So this won't take much time. Okay, great. So as you can see, this is all come together. This is all already, I mean, mixed well. Nice, very easy, not at all difficult. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in as a base. So I'm gonna put it in the base. So this is a biscuit mixture, a digestive biscuit mixture. So there are savory cheesecake also, you know, I mean you can always make pepper cheesecake with this recipe, whatever. I mean if you don't like sugar, then you can always go with salt root, and you can make a very nice cheese tart. Okay, so if you actually learn the process, then it's much more easy. Okay, is this any needed? No microwaving is required. No, not at all. No microwaving, please. If you microwave it, the crust will not become crispy. It will become very soggy. So you definitely not need a microwave. So I pressed it well. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in the deep fridge so that it becomes nice and hard, and then I'm gonna make the topping. Okay, so this will take approximately 15 to 20 minutes to become hard. Okay, so I will just do it quickly. Nice. This is a very interesting, you know, recipe that I have brought in front of you. So nice. Mango is in season, so that's why I prefer to use mango, because I believe in seasonal ingredients. As in when I mean whatever ingredient that I choose to do, I pick up all those things. So I just put it in the deep fridge and then just come back. So you can see this cheesecake mixture. Now I have to make the topping. Okay, so topping is again kind of very simple. Make sure your okay, so Garima ma'am will see in this coming video without oven. Okay, no, you don't need oven for it. You definitely need oven is not mandatory. If you have, then it's a boon, it's a gift, but you can do it on. Okay, so for the topping, what I'm going to do is, it's very important to use cheese. It's a cheesecake, so hung yogurt is a cheese. So that's exactly why I choose to use hung yogurt. And of course, हम दही तो हमारे I think it is found in everyone's home. So that's exactly why I preferred. But what you have to do is you need to put it in this chutney. Okay, very important. If your curd is watery, then it will take a lot of time to bake and it will not come out that well. So make sure you take out as much water as much possible from the heat. Okay, it's better to use I mean, it's better to use Greek yogurt, okay, which is very, very thick. And if you have those set yogurt, those works better. But again, if you don't have, then you can just buy normal yogurt and just put it in a strainer. और अगर आपके पास strainer भी नहीं है तो then you know if you have cheesecloth, just hang it in a cheesecloth and put something in the base so that whatever water oozes out, don't throw it. Use it as a dough. I mean, use it when you make roti, because that's called whey. It has got a lot of protein, so don't throw it. Okay, whatever dough you are making, उस पानी की जगह you use this this kind of, this is buttermilk, that kind of, you know, whey. So you can always make a drink out of it and you can have it. Okay, great. So first what we have to do is we have to put the cheese in the bowl. Nice. So I'm using almost every bit of it. There's no wastage. I don't believe in wasting anything. Okay, so I need to just quickly, you know, just ensure that there is no crumb. I mean, there's no lump in the yogurt, so you make sure you make it nice and smooth. So that is why you need whisk to do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna whisk it. You can see the consistency of this. आप देख सकते हो कि इसमें ये बहुत smooth हो गया है. This has become really nice and smooth. There's no crumb. Okay, at that point we need to add some bit of sugar. Okay, so I'm preferring to use brown sugar, but again, if you don't have, you can use white sugar. Okay, there's no problem. So this is the brown sugar that I'm using. Okay, almost half cup of brown sugar. So I'll use it batch wise. Okay, also what will happen is the caramelization will happen because of the brown sugar, and it will taste better. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is what I'm doing right now is I'm actually mixing the grain sugar, okay, in this. I hope you all are enjoying. Can you please tell me what is the quantity? So I took 1 cup of hung yogurt and I have added half cup of sugar in this. Okay, so I go by cup. If you think cup is 250 grams, then it is 250 gram of dahi, hung yogurt, not the yogurt with water. It is yogurt without water. Okay, and then in that I have added half cup of sugar. Okay. Okay, great. So as I can see, this is mixed so well. Okay, this has become very, very smooth. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add mango puree, which is again 1 cup. Okay, but I'll just keep keep a little so that mango puree I'm gonna can you please tell me what is the quantity? So again I repeat the quantity. It is 1 cup of yogurt to half cup of sugar to half cup of mango puree, fresh mango puree, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of refined flour. So mixing is important. Of course mixing is important. So okay, so this is the mango puree that I'm gonna add. Okay, and I'll just thoda sa मैं बचा लूँगा. I'll use it for my plating, so that's why I'm just gonna use a little bit I'm gonna spare, and I'm again gonna mix it. So this requires a little bit of body, so we need to add a little bit of cornstarch and flour, refined flour, so that this gets body. Make sure you mix it really, really well, because else the taste would differ. So that's why you have to mix it very, very well. Nice. Okay. What I'm gonna do is, this is again optional. Egg is optional. If you don't want to use egg, then you can always use baking powder and baking soda. But I love to have cheesecake with egg because I'm cooking it. So I've taken 2 eggs, whole egg, 2 whole egg, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just whisk it. How much cornstarch? 2 tablespoon of cornstarch that I'm gonna put in this. Okay, so I am actually aerating the egg, whole egg. If you have a beater, then you can always beat it. So I'm just whisking it so that nice. And since I'm using egg, it also, this recipe has vanilla essence, but instead of vanilla essence, I'm using green cardamom powder because I think again we need a little bit of immunity. So why do I add vanilla essence? It's better to use any kind of spice. Huh? Oh, great, thank you. And last but not the least, I'm gonna use lemongrass. That I told you, lemony, citrusy flavor, and I love lemongrass as an essence also. Lemongrass is very good for people who don't get sleep. If you have lemongrass tea in the night, you can find that lovely sleep. So people who cannot sleep right now, they should always use lemongrass tea. Nice. Again, this has got a lot of antioxidant. It also helps in fighting free radicals in the body. So lemongrass again adds a lot of immunity. Whatever spice you want, of course you are free to add in this. Beautiful. Okay, whisking is a little tiring, but I am anyways doing it. Beautiful. So this is, I'm gonna now just put this egg mixture in this yogurt mixture. Okay, and after this I'm gonna add cornstarch and refined flour. So I ensure that I mix everything together after the egg. Nice, beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna add this lovely cornstarch. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 1 tablespoon of refined flour. Okay, substitute egg and how much? Okay, so you can substitute egg with baking powder and baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda you should put. Okay, so that's the substitute for egg. Okay, so I mixed cornstarch and refined flour in this. Okay, so this will become like a cake mixture. Okay, and this is rich. You can also add a little bit of cream if you want, but since I added yogurt, I'm not gonna add cream, but you can always add a little bit of cream for richness. And one more tip here, if you don't want to use yogurt, you can use thickened cream. So then that dairy part, it can be cream. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, okay, so I mix everything very, very well. Okay, now I'm gonna chop this fabulous lemongrass. Okay, So this you have to chop very, very fine. Okay, really, really fine chopping is required when you chop lemongrass. And there are, these are little fibrous, so you keep it aside, don't throw it, use it in your tea, whatever tea you are making, whatever water you are eating, I mean drinking right now. In terms of immunity, this is great. So this, don't throw it, don't throw it. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna shred it. And then I'm going to chop it, try to chop it as fine as possible. Let me just sharpen my knife. I think these are a little nice. Okay. So I'm chopping the lemongrass. And I'll infuse this in this mixture. A little bit more. And as I said, don't throw the fibrous part of this lemongrass, because this has got lovely flavor. When you make tea out of it, it's out of the world, and it helps fight insomnia. People who don't get sleep, they should have lemongrass tea in the evening. This will ensure a lot of calmness. And this is a very, very good stress buster. Okay, great. So I added some bit of lemongrass. As I said, I'm gonna keep it for my tea later in the day. Okay, nice. So again, how simple this is. So I'm just gonna check my base of this cheesecake, and then I'll just get it back. So you can see the base has become nice and hard. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put this mixture inside this. I'll just try a bit. If there's any more thing which is required, then I'll definitely add. No, I think it's perfect. Everything is very, very nice. I can, in fact, I can feel that lovely aroma of, the lovely crunch of lemongrass. And as you crunch, it mixes so well with the mango. I'm telling you, it's just outstanding. Just outstanding. Okay. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do is, if you can look at this, walnut that I did. Okay. If you can just look at the walnut, I made walnut flour. Okay. I made walnut flour, and then I made flour for the base. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, I am actually just churning a little bit more so that everything comes together. Nice, beautiful. Okay, great. So I'm just gonna fill it inside this. So you can see the consistency of the cheesecake. It's pouring consistency. Don't fill it full, because it will also rise. So when you fill up mixture, so when you fill up cheese mixture inside, make sure you fill up only 80%, because the mixture will also rise a bit. Not too much, but a bit rise will happen when you bake it. So now at this period of time, if you okay, I forgot about adding some bit of this lovely spice. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of green cardamom powder. So I'm just gonna mix it. Okay. So if you don't have oven at home, if you have oven at home, again I repeat, 160 for 40 minutes. If you don't have, then you take a bowl with salt, heat it up, very slow heat, and then you put a tray on top, and then you put this tin on top and then cover it and let it cook for 1 hour. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna get it back. So okay, so after this what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna garnish. Okay, I'm gonna make the garnish. So I have this lovely mango puree that I actually spare one piece of this. So this is the garnish that I thought I'll make it ready and get my baked cheesecake, which I baked at 3 o'clock today. So I hope it's cold and it can come out of the tin. So so I'm just gonna cut this mango for the garnish. Please tell again, what do you want to understand? Sorry, I didn't get it. Any questions till now? Okay, so okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I have actually baked a mango cheesecake and kept it in the fridge so that it settles down. After you bake it, you need to settle it. You need to make sure that everything comes together, and then you demold, and then you have to cut it. Okay, so we don't have that much of time. So what I have done is I have actually pre-baked one, and I have kept it in the fridge. So I hope it settled down. And this one, what the mixture that I made, what you have to do is you have to bake it at preset oven at 160 degree for 40 minutes. If you don't have oven at home, don't bother. You can use pressure cooker or you can use salt base. So you take a big handi, you put salt inside it, I mean kadhai basically, and then you put a stand, okay, and then you put this tray on top, and then what you do is you basically cover that entire thing with any kind of tray that you have and cook it for 1 hour. And make sure the upper part, how you check it's done. I mean, that's very good question that somebody was asking that the other day when I was cooking the baked cheesecake, that how do you know it's done? So when you put your thumb on the cheesecake on top of it, if it comes out smoothly, like without even any kind of chip up on top, that means it's done. Okay, that's the one. Or if you insert a clean knife like this inside, and if it comes out clean, that means your baked cheesecake is done. So that's how you know how your cheesecake is done. But anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my garnish. So I'm gonna slice this mango. And then I'm gonna use it as a garnish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peel this mango. So your peeler. Okay, so I'll just peel off the mango, okay, and then I'm gonna slice it very thin, and I'll use that as a garnish. So this is exactly what I'll do. Okay, cool. I hope you all enjoyed the recipe. If you guys have any question, please feel free to tell me, and I hope you're enjoying my session. So how if we don't have the oven? This is exactly what I said. You can bake it under salt, or you can use pressure cooker. These are the two things that you can use to instead of oven. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I peeled off the skin of the mango, okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna so I'll use this part of mango for garnish, and I'll use a little bit of lime, some bit of sliced lime. Okay, so you can see this is how it looks like. So you can see if I touch my finger, if I touch my thumb in this, I don't get anything on my thumb. It comes out very clean. So I just want to show it to you. This is how it looks like. It smells yum. Mango and more mango. It is just outstanding. You can look at this. It has been baked like a cake. It It's about Father's Day. It's about all those celebrations today. So time to celebrate and time to garnish my lovely mango cheesecake. Okay, great. So what I'm gonna do is
Flame should be low and medium.
flame should be very low. Flame should be really low. Okay. So what I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna slice this lemon. This is for the garnish. Okay, this should be good. Okay, and this I'm gonna slice it really thin, like carpaccio. You can also make mango rosettes on top as a garnish, but it's fine even if you slice it really well. And for the garnish you need to find mango with a little bit hard. I mean, should not be too soft, else you'll not be able to slice it so well. Okay, perfect, fantastic. Okay, so I have sliced it like a sashimi. Okay, and I have sliced my lemon as well. What I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna demold the cake on the chopping board actually. So I'll put my garnishes on side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out. Okay, and then you have to take it out. So see, once your crumb is set, then you can take it out very nicely. Okay, nice. So now what I'm going to do is, wow, very nice, very interesting. Okay. Okay, so first and foremost what I need to do is I will put this lovely mango puree. So first what you have to do is you have to put this lovely mango puree and make like this. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use the entire thing. Nice, beautiful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I just took one slice of this, not too much, and then I'm gonna put it here. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna arrange these beautiful mangoes on top. See how nice this is looking like. Wow. So this is the magic that you create. So just arrange everything, maybe one or two pieces more from the top. Nice, beautiful. Good. So you have this very yummy mango which is arranged on top, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this mango slices. I'll swirl it little. I'll take off the seed from the lime. then I'm gonna just put them like this. Maybe I'll put it on the side. Yep, nice. Maybe one or two more, one slice more. And if you have mint leaf, you can use mint leaf. Okay, I think this is fine. So this is exactly what I wanted to show you. Probably a little bit of this walnut crumb on top. Okay, so I'll just put a little bit of walnut crumb on top. No problem. Yeah. Okay, cool. So okay, so last time this was the tutti frutti. So I'll just put a little bit of it, so that there's some kind of festivity. It's Father's Day and we must enjoy this day. So I'm just gonna put this lovely little thing for kids. I think this is nice. Okay, cool. So I just want to show you the texture. Okay, so you can see how it has come. See, it has been baked so well, and I actually baked it in under salt. So good. So you can see this texture of this baked cake, how nice it has come. The layering and everything is beautiful. Okay, so this was my yummiest baked cheesecake. I really don't want to cut and eat it because it's looking very, very pretty. You can use a little bit of mint leaf if you have. So this is exactly what you do. No fuss, good cake, and within no time you make it. I mean, it's very, very simple. It's absolutely simple, very, very delicious, believe me. Very, very healthy too, because we have used all natural ingredients to make this dish. So guys, please make it at home. Please have festivity at your house. Just have good taste of this incredible cheesecake that we baked today. And I'm gonna try it as soon as I switch off, as I logged out of the page. And now, okay, so thank you very much for all your comments. Now I want all of you to please make it at home and then cherish with your little and dear ones. So this was the one that I baked, and I really feel like eating it. So anyways, without much delay, I mean, I would take much time. I think if you guys have any question, please show the left mango cake, please. The left mango cake. Okay, this one? Sure. This is how it looks like. Lovely color. Okay, superb. Thank you very much. Very, very simple. You can see that crust. That I love this crust part of it. The biscuit crust has come out so well. So this crust has got walnut powder, and it has got biscuit and some bit of butter. So you can see the lovely color on this. So guys, please, what are you waiting for? Go and make. Enjoy this day. Be happy and be safe and be healthy. That's the target. And I'm sure we will be able to come out of this situation which is going on right now very, very soon. But again, like to thank Preeti and Pavanji for giving me this lovely opportunity of coming live at the page. And if you guys have any last question, kindly show the left. I showed it to you. Looks yummy. Thank you very much. Chef, is this flame should be low? I told you flame should be really, really low. And you should bake it for 1 hour. And then I told all of you how to check whether it is done or not. So you put thumb on top, and if it comes out clean, or if you invade your knife inside, if it comes out clean, that means your cheesecake is done. Okay, hi chef, flame should be okay, fine. Okay, I answered your question. Okay, so guys, I hope I think I have answered majority of question. But any more question, please feel free to write to me, and I'll be more than happy to answer. God bless you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. and looking forward to come back next Sunday at this time. See you then. Stay healthy and take care. Bye. Thanks.